This mother is carrying the plate of food to her daughter. She takes the plate and thanks her mother, and asks where her friend's food is. But the mother says that there is no food for her daughter's friend, and if she wants it, she should go eat at her own house. The daughter objects, saying that it's just a little bit of food, but the mother repeats again, that if she wants to eat, she should go eat at her house. And she asks her daughter to let her know when she's done, so she can bring her daughter some water. Then she enters the house. Then the little girl starts to eat, while her friend just watches. She is very hungry. Later, the neighbor eventually meets the woman at her doorstep, and stops by to say hello. The woman asks what she wants. And the neighbor replies that she is there to pick up her daughter for lunch, and asks if she is there. The woman answers yes, that she was even the first to eat, that she always eats very well when she is at her house. She says that the neighbor cannot worry, because she takes very good care of her neighbor's daughter. Then the neighbor thanks her for taking care of her daughter, says that she went to pick her up, and the woman says that she can rest assured that as long as her daughter is in her house, she will be very well taken care of, that she will give her everything to eat. She says that whatever her daughter eats, she will also give to the girl, that she will always divide it between the two of them. The neighbor thanks her, saying that she always knew she was a good person. Soon after, her daughter approaches, calling her mother to go away, because she is very hungry and wants to eat. The mother calls her daughter's attention, saying that she can't say that she didn't eat that way. She apologizes for her daughter's behavior, saying that all children are like that. The woman says that's fine, that she can relax, because she knows very well how children are. After that, the mother calls her daughter to leave, saying that she can come back another time to play with her friend. Later, the father comes home after a day's work, and the daughter rushes to hug her father. He greets his daughter and asks how she is, and comments that he is tired. The daughter says that she is fine, but she wanted to tell him something. Then she ends up telling him that every day, her friend comes to the house to play together. At lunchtime, her mother gave her food, and on top of that, she said that if her friend wanted something to eat, she should go to her own house. The father is indignant, and the daughter says that she finds the situation very annoying. Soon after, the wife approaches and greets her husband, and asks him how his day at work went. He replies that everything was fine, but comments on what his daughter has just told him. The wife then comments that she made very little food, and ended up not giving it to her daughter's friend. The husband says that he always gives his wife a lot of money to buy a lot of food, and the wife knows that they receive many visitors at home. She says that she always makes a lot of food, and only that day she couldn't make it, and whenever she makes it, she gives food to her daughter's friend. So the husband ends up believing her words, he just doesn't want it to happen again. The wife knows that the neighbor is very good to them, and hopes that the wife will understand this. The wife promises that this will not happen again, and calls her husband to come in and eat. Then the family enters the house. Meanwhile, the neighbor is cleaning up the house when her husband comes home from work and greets her. The wife asks how his work went, and the husband replies that everything went fine, and that he needs to tell her something new. Curious, she asks what the news is, and he tells her that the bank approved the loan they needed. She is happy with the news. The husband tells her that in 30 days the bank will deposit the money. The wife asks if it was the husband's friend, who works at the bank, who helped them get the loan, and he answers yes. The husband says that now they will get everything they wanted, and the wife confirms, by saying that God knows their purpose. The husband confirms that in 30 days they can apply for their own house, and she is very happy with the news, and she says she would like to take advantage of it, to give a gift to her neighbor. The wife replies that it is because she is very good. Whenever their daughter goes to her house, the neighbor takes very good care of her, and she even knows what gift she's going to give her neighbor. It's a television. The husband then asks if the neighbor doesn't have a TV, and the neighbor answers that she doesn't, but as she told her husband, she is very good to their daughter. So, the husband agrees to buy the TV for the neighbor, and that they should also be thankful for everything good that is happening in their lives. Days later, the wife is cleaning the house, when the neighbor approaches and greets her. The neighbor says she is there to give her some news. Curious, the woman questions what this news is. She starts talking about how the woman is a very special person, and also about the way she treats her daughter. She says that the woman deserves all this and more. The woman says that's fine, but she still doesn't know what the surprise is. The neighbor says she will give her what she needs. And the woman is still confused. Then the neighbor says it's something she needs a lot, and together with her husband, they decided to give her a TV. The woman is very surprised. She says that this is serious, that she and her husband decided to give the gift with great affection. The woman comments that she really needs a TV. Her daughter asks her for one every day, and unfortunately she can't afford one. The neighbor explains that her husband will receive the money from a loan in 30 days, and as soon as he receives the money, she will be able to give the woman a present. She tells her neighbor that she can rest assured that whenever her daughter comes to her house, she will always treat her very well. She will always eat a lot. The neighbor says that's fine. She says she'll come back later to talk more, because she's making food at her house. Moments later, the daughter comes to her mother, telling her that she found a sweet in the kitchen, and would like to know if she can share it with her friend. The mother says no, that her daughter won't share anything with her friend, and that she can eat alone. She says that if her friend wants to eat, she should go eat at her own house. The daughter questions why she can't share the candy with her friend, and the mother says that if the visitor wants to eat candy, she should ask her own mother to buy things for her. Then she tells the children to play somewhere else. Days later, the TV finally arrives, and the wife comments to her husband about being very beautiful. She is happy that her friend will really like this gift, because she knows they were really in need of it. The husband confirms that he is sure they will like it, that it is the ideal TV size. The wife agrees, and hurries them to deliver the gift to the wife. Inside the house, the husband comments that this must be a surprise, and the wife says that he is right, and tells them that they can leave it at their house. Then they put the TV away to deliver it later. Meanwhile, the wife calls the girl's attention, saying that she always arrives at her house when it's time to eat, but there is nothing for her, and tells her to go back to her own house. The child's parents end up seeing the whole situation. While the woman is ordering the girl to leave the door of her house, the neighbor sees it and asks what the woman is doing with her daughter. The husband says he doesn't know, but that she is treating their daughter very badly. The child says that she only wants to play with the woman's daughter, but she says the girl won't play with anyone. The neighbor then calls out to the woman, calling her attention to the way she is treating her daughter. The man questions whether this is the way to treat his daughter. The neighbor never imagined that the woman could do such a thing to her daughter. She always said she treated her daughter well, and trusted her words a lot. The woman tries to explain that the neighbor misunderstood, and that she was not saying anything to the child. She says that she always treats her daughter very well. The husband approaches and questions if everything is okay. The man answers yes, and tells her that his wife is lying to his wife. The neighbor calls her daughter, hugging her after the whole situation. The husband is not understanding anything of that situation, and the man explains that he received a loan from the bank, that he and his wife gladly decided to give this gift to them, because supposedly the wife was treating his daughter well, but on the contrary, they have just witnessed a very terrible situation. The woman argues that she has always treated the girl well, that this was all just a mistake, but they don't believe her at home, because they have seen everything with their own eyes. The neighbor just orders her to stop lying. The husband calls the woman's attention, because he can't believe that she was doing this to the neighbor, who is a very good person. The man says that he never thought that the woman would do this to his daughter, and even more with food. Moreover, he has changed his mind and will no longer give her this gift. The woman argues that she really needs this TV, but the neighbor just calls her husband to leave, tired of hearing that. The man says that he is leaving, but that he will be available whenever they need him. And the neighbor thanks him for everything, and apologizes for the awkward situation. The husband says it's amazing how the year has started for them, and leaves his wife alone. A plate of food is not denied to anyone, you lose nothing with it, because there is nothing better than doing good and getting a smile in return.